Zion will exceed or fall short of expectations this season?
I think due to the fact that he's had an injury, and I think he will pick up steam. He'll be in everybody's face because he's naturally that person when it comes to TV and entity. But I don't know if he will reach the pinnacle, the peak of how he could have been if he had played a whole season healthy. I think we're going to see Zion becoming more and more of Zion, but maybe not at his ultimate best that's going to be sustainable. That could have been what Zion would have been if he never got hurt.
I think he's going to exceed expectations. And I'll tell you why. The expectations are now 4 games out and all that. They're not going to make the playoffs. But by the way, it's like your boy KD. KD's injury and going to the Nets and everything, in a way, I don't think he'll ever be as good as he once was, but now he might be greater because he has a chance to lead a team to a championship as a lesser version of himself. He can show you things that, oh, whoa, KD had that in him. Zion Williamson showed me yesterday, without the explosiveness that we're used to seeing, he showed me calm under pressure. He showed me a willingness to pass and real passing ability and some vision and now snappy like LeBron James cross-court kind of joints. He showed me when they packed the paint, he wasn't trying to show you wiggle or overpower anyone. You're going to give me the shot, I'm going to step back, and I'm going to take it. And by the way, they took him out in the 4th quarter of a close game, a one-possession game. You know what that means? That means as the season goes on, he's going to start playing those important minutes. And when he does, I think he'll be the difference, and I think they're going to the playoffs. That exceeds expectations.
Nice. Can I say something real quick before you go, Esther? I think they're going to get to the playoffs, too. I pray it never happens. But I watched that game last night, and I pay attention to all the details. And we all get wooed and awed by all the great athletic plays he makes, the dunks, the putbacks, the rebounds. My man came down on 1 foot over 10 times last night in traffic.
Left foot or right foot?
Both. Where 285 pounds came down on 1 foot multiple times. I really am concerned, ultimate level, about health of Zion because he's in the midst of traffic all the time.
Well, I appreciate the metamorphosis that took place, or the change that took place over the last hour and a half from you, Jay Williams, because that's what I started out the show saying. So I thank you very much for coming to the party and joining the party. That's all I was saying. And at the end of the day, here's what it comes down to. I do believe Zion will fall short, but not because of Zion. It's because of the young dudes around him. It's not an experienced veteran squad. We got a whole bunch of young cats with stuff to prove. Now, Alvin Gentry is an experienced coach. I personally have a profound level of respect for him and what he's capable of doing. And I think the Pelicans have a very, very bright future. I'm a fan of David Griffin as an executive. I think he's going to do an outstanding job. I think that Alvin Gentry is going to do the job. I think the combination of those two together with the organization that they have in place, it's about a marathon, not a sprint. And I look at them as a team that's going to continue to grow, but they're going to have some growing pains because of the youth around them. We're watching the ascension of Brandon Ingram. We're watching the ascension of Lonzo Ball, who will feed off of Zion and vice versa. And we'll see guys grow. But in the same breath, you know, because you're young, certain people going to be sacrificed.
You would normally be right.
And I think that's what's going to happen.
Right. This is what I would say. In the construction of the team, I thought before the season started, where's the shooting going to come from and everything? Brandon Ingram is an all-star. He's playing at all-star level nowadays.
Yes, he is.
Okay, that's 1. 2, Lonzo Ball, whatever you want to say about LeVar Ball, taught his son the right way to play basketball. Lonzo is a team-oriented winning player. When he went down last year, LeBron goes down, whatever, he comes back, but Lonzo wasn't there, team fell apart. It's one of the reasons LeBron loved Lonzo. Lonzo is a team-playing player type winning basketball player. And then Drew Holiday. You need the veteran leadership. He's a two-way crunch time killer. So you add a willing passer, a team player like Zion with his upside, I think you can do it.
Off the bench.
Redick, get him some shots, by the way.
We all know how I feel about J.J. Redick. If he was in Philadelphia, I wouldn't be as worried. Absolutely. I'll say this about Lonzo just to remind you, because he knows. My issue with Lonzo, other than his shot, was never his game. It was his absence of aggression. What I'm seeing now is a guy that's aggressively playing point guard. It doesn't matter. What I'm saying to you is this. I don't believe youth or veteran leadership. It has nothing to do with aggression. Aggression is a mindset. You can play within the system. You can make mistakes. You cannot make mistakes, all of this other stuff. But aggression is not something that's taught. You have it inside of you.
But you're saying you see it from him now.
And I'm saying
and he's 22 years old.
I'm starting to see it. But what I'm saying is I've been clamoring for that for 2 years. And I don't believe it should have taken this long for him to be aggressive. Not towards shooting the ball. I'm talking about leading, floor generalship. That's what I believe.
I disagree with you a little bit on this. I don't know how I would be if my father were at the forefront of my and then I go to LA where it becomes even more of a bigger scene, where now actually I've taken the right steps to be my own man. I mean, that is a part of the journey in the NBA.
That's fair.
Learning how to be your own man.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.